Jeff Bezos, for example, has an entire website that details his investment portfolio, and it is, quite frankly, all over the place. And I thought I had some diverse investments. Jeff takes that to the next level. He has a 3% stake in Business Insider. He has millions invested in Unity Biotechnology, a company that researches and develops pharmaceuticals to help prevent and alleviate age-related diseases. He's also invested in a much less serious business, Glass Baby, a company that creates glass votives for candles. Then there are his investments in Airbnb, which totals $112 million, and his investment in Uber, which is approximately $37 million. Of course, there are even bigger investments, like the Washington Post, which he bought for $250 million. Bill Gates' investments are all through he and his wife's foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. By far, the most head-turning investment in their portfolio is 50 million shares of Berkshire Hathaway, which is valued at $11 billion. His second largest holding is Waste Management Incorporated. That's right, those green trucks you see driving around actually make the big bucks. The foundation has 18.6 million shares in Waste Management Incorporated, which has a market value of $2.1 billion. However, the Canadian Railway Company is a vital business for transporting goods and industrial supplies even today. The shares the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation owns have a market value of $1.54 billion. The foundation is also invested in Caterpillar Incorporated, a company that manufactures heavy equipment, and in Walmart. Billionaires still invest an incredible amount into property. And while the housing market is known to, well, crash every once in a while, it's still a fairly sound place for the wealthy to invest and park their cash. Mark Zuckerberg has invested his Facebook money in some sweet digs across the United States. He owns a $100 million property in Hawaii. He also owns a $59 million property in Lake Tahoe and several million-dollar properties in Silicon Valley. All in all, he has about 10 properties worth millions of dollars in his portfolio. Since Jeff Bezos is the wealthiest man on Earth, it's no surprise that he is one of the United States' largest landowners. He's dropped $80 million on 3 apartments in New York, a $53 million property in Medina, Washington, $23 million on a home in D.C., and an undisclosed amount on a 165,000-acre ranch in Texas. In addition, he shattered records by purchasing the most expensive home ever sold in Los Angeles, a $165 million property called Warner Estate. But that's not the only property he owns in the City of Angels. He's purchased over $114 million worth of undeveloped land in Beverly Hills, which he is sure to turn a profit on. Aside from stocks, business, and real estate,